besties. Welcome to July. I am behind for June. I've only read 3 of the Brooklyn Cross books, which is totally fine. Brooklyn, I owe you another video, which is, again, totally fine. Greed just took me a little longer than what I was expecting. And not because it wasn't good, because it was a little longer than what I initially thought it was. And I had birthday parties at the end of the month, and I had school tours at the end of the month. I just overbooked myself for June, which is fine. I just wanted to get on and say, hey, welcome to July. We have a new indie author of the month. I'm super excited about this one. I've never read anything by her. And we will jump into that starting next Friday. I should have plenty of time to get these done. But I just wanted to jump in and apologize to Brooklyn for not getting 4 books done this month. I do have the last book. I already have it, Unhinged Cain, and I will be listening to Alexa read it to me. And then as soon as I'm finished with it, I will do a video. So we might do 2 videos in 1 week, which, again, totally fine. I want to make sure that I get the 4 videos done for Brooklyn. So it just might be that you get it in July versus June. Again, totally okay with me. I am sorry that I didn't get all 4 done this month, but like I said, Greed just took a little longer than expected for me. And again, totally fine. The book was amazing. I didn't mind. Sorry, there's a lot going on in my house today. But I just kind of wanted to go over that one now. So let's talk about Greed. Greed is one of the 7 deadly sins. So there are 7 books in this series, not all by Brooklyn Cross. They are done by different authors. I have seen this done multiple times. I've never actually ventured into that. I've never done the 7 Deadly Sins books. This was my first, and it just so happened to be Greed, which I loved. This was one of the better books I think I've read this year. And it just kind of went through. I loved the archangel aspect of it. I loved the fallen angel aspect of it. And then you've got your deadly sins, and you've got your demons. And then naturally you've got your humans. The whole book for me was great. Like, it was definitely one I couldn't put down. I read and read and read and read. It just happened to be a bigger book, and it took me a little longer than what I thought, just because of everything that happened towards the end of the month for me this time around. But I absolutely love the main character, Minnie. She has amazing qualities. She's been through a lot. She's been through more than what I would say most of us have been through as a young 20-something person. And then you have the main male character, Greed, or Mammon, or Riker, whatever you want to call him. I think his character development was amazing. Naturally, you're going to see him being all about greed. He needs money, 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 money. He wants to do everything he can to make a bunch of money. He doesn't want to share. He doesn't want to be charitable. He wants to win any and everything he can. So he purposely puts himself up against humans, because he's not a human. He's a demon or a fallen angel. And he purposely puts himself against humans so that he can win. So, naturally, he's Greed. He wants it all. He wants to win it all. He is definitely a fallen angel, and he is enemies with the Archangel Michael. You say enemies, but they don't get along. So when Michael comes down to kind of push, we're gonna call him Riker and Minnie together, Riker doesn't like it much. He's trying to figure out why do we need to be together. There's a whole prophecy that goes along with this, so that will be interesting to watch kind of play out in the next 6 books by the different authors. I cannot wait. I believe Pride is next. No, it's not Pride, it's Lust. Lust is next, so I will dive into that one too. But in this one, I really love Brooklyn's style of writing. I love the way that she handles her main characters. I love how in depth of details she gets into, but without it being overbearing. So for me, this one was really, really good, and I couldn't put it down. It just happened to be a little longer of a book. But with that being said, I think that you guys should all go pick this up. You should take the time to start on these. I don't know if you've read these types of series before. This personally was my first one. But I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed seeing the interactions that Brooklyn developed in her own brain on how the archangels and the fallen angels would communicate and work together, how the humans play a role in all of this, because you're just a human. Like, you don't even have a huge lifespan. You're nothing compared to me. So that was really neat. I liked seeing how she threw the demons in there, and that everywhere you look, there's probably a demon and you don't even know it situation, maybe even an archangel or a fallen angel, and you wouldn't know it. It gave me a lot of Lucifer the TV show vibes, and I loved that TV show. So I think that might be why I loved this one so much. But it definitely is a great read, and you definitely need to go check it out and spend all your money and all your Kindle points. Get them from Brooklyn. She has great books out there that need more people to read them and need to be out there more for everybody. I love everything that I have read by her, and she has really great style. She's a Canadian author. And again, you just need to go read her books. I know she did a couple of Stuff Your Kindle books yesterday, so if you've got those, go ahead and read them. But like I said, this one is longer, so definitely be prepared for it to be a little longer and for it to take you a little longer to read it. It's definitely not a quick read, just because it's a longer book. But it's worth every minute. It's worth sitting there and reading the book and taking the time. Actually, you can listen to it on Audible too. I personally did not do that. Maybe I should have. It might not have taken me as long, but you can listen to it on Audible, and that is apparently like one of the best Audible books out there. I might have to check that out just because I've heard so many great things of the narrators in that book. So go check it out. It's on Kindle Unlimited. You can purchase it on Kindle. You can paperback it. I don't think there's a hard book, but you can also listen to it on Audible. So go grab it. And then next week we are going to do a whole new author because it's a whole new month. And I'm super excited for you guys to follow along with this author. I have never read anything by her. So again, Brooklyn, thank you so much for allowing me to read your books. I am sorry that I only got through 3 this month, but I will finish Unhinged Cain, and then I will do a special video just for you in July, more than likely. Again, thank you guys for taking the time to watch my little 10-minute videos, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your summer. It's a little hot. It's a little crazy out there. Stay inside and read books.